My name is Anders, and I am the co-founder of Humani. We have built an AI coach and assistant in one to help create superhuman managers. We are utilizing data from personality testing, behavioral data from your existing platforms and tools, contextual data to guide you and help you in the moment and in the flow of work. To get a sense of how relevant this is for the people in this crowd, could you please all raise your hands? It was not a tough ask. Everyone raise the hands. Thank you. How many of, please, keep the hands up, keep the hands up. How many of you here have never been leaders or managers? Please, everyone who has not been leaders or managers, take your hands down again. Amazing. This means that this is highly relevant for all of you here. So let me start with a small confession. So I am a third-time co-founder, and I have been part of creating some amazing businesses. And in my last journey, I found myself post-Series B, looking myself in the mirror, and what I saw was not a great manager. And I think it's okay, because I think for many of us, there is room for improvement. This was actually my day, and this was the reality of my life. And I think that many of you leaders here, managers, if you are part of the scale-up community, then you have probably been seeing something similar to this when you were looking at your own tools. So constant context switching, micromanaging, and basically spending all your time on everything else than leadership and management. And that's not good for business. And we have not made it any easier because we are all using a lot of different tools daily. I'm sure that if you look at the tech stack up here behind me, in each of these buckets, you can probably find one tool that you are using. So we have a lot of data scattered around in different tools, and we have a lot of platforms misused for management purposes. And that was exactly why we decided to build Humani. Whether this is a problem, and whether it's a problem worth fixing, well, the numbers tells us that it is a problem worth fixing. It's an $8 trillion problem. When asking teams, then the number one reason for them leaving a business, it's because of their manager. When we look at disengagement and we look at lost productivity, then the main reason is the managers. And we are pouring billions of dollars into solutions trying to fix this problem and create better managers. And every leader here, and especially if there's C-level people here, there's no one of you that don't want better managers. I think that is a problem worth solving. So I can imagine many of you have tried to meet in a Monday morning and then looking at your own schedule and your calendar and then thinking, what the hell happened to my calendar this weekend? Because now it's like back to back. How can I even find time for anything, self-reflection, strategic thinking? Who needs my help? Who needs my support? Like, what should I even prioritize this week? Should I let the calendar prioritize stuff for me, or should I take charge? So for most managers, the reality is that they're just following whatever's in their calendar. So they don't have any time for that. But that is over now. With Humani, we are helping the managers, and we are prioritizing the tasks for them. We are prioritizing what's important and what's not important. And we are doing it for them with our agents, but we are also giving the coach and advice in the moment and in the flow of work. So when you look at one of your colleagues and someone you are managing, then understanding what are their dreams, what are their desires, what's important to them, what's motivating them, what is draining them from energy, that's essential to be a good manager. And if all of you here, managers and leaders, if you have all and everything under control in that regard, then it's good for you. But many managers out there, they are not adjusting their management style. They're basically doing one size fits all. So really understanding people is essential. So I found myself in many meetings, jumping into the next one-to-one meeting with an empty agenda. We couldn't remember what was talked about in the last meeting. We didn't make any meeting notes. We couldn't remember what action items was distributed, like who was supposed to do what. These days are also over with Humani. And sitting in that crucial meeting and preparing to give some feedback or try to help your peer, maybe feedback with a slightly negative character, I think we have all tried that. And how do we then adjust the communication style to exactly that? Well, the simple answer is that usually we don't. But with Humani, those days are also over. We use the personality and the context and the behavioral science to give you these nudges in the moment and while you're having these conversations. Yes, it is a huge market industry, and we believe that agentic coaching, it will become a very big category, and we do believe that we can take a nice chunk of that. And if anyone here feels that it's worth taking it out for a spin, then please sign up for our waiting list. We are in closed beta, but we will make sure that everyone gets white glove treatment that has signed up from Slush. And thank you all for listening, and enjoy Slush. Thank you.